Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Walking Dead update show for Rogue Company. My name is Pretty Hair. I will be your host today, joined by my good friend Jared, one of our designers and design producers, a man of many hats and many talents on Rogue Company. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing awesome, man. You good?
Yes, sir. The chill of autumn is in the air. I've enjoyed the weather kind of starting to turn, and with it, we have a lot of cosmetics that will also be turning spookier as we head into October. Let's run through some of the brand new cosmetics making their way into the shop here in the Walking Dead update show. Up first, we have Infernal Umbra. This is a great looking rare outfit. You can hide all you want, but the devil will find you. That bright, vibrant red rock and roll outfit there. Hack-a-lantern glitch. I love this one. For an uncommon, this is a fantastic skin. And rounding things out here is Vampiric Vi as well. Very, very cool stuff. In addition to these three skins for purchase as well, a la carte style, if you will, we do have Dahlia Dollface available for purchase. And there are a couple of cool things here for some console perks and giveaways for you console players, Jared. If I'm correct, you can access these just from your PS Plus and Game Pass memberships, correct?
Correct. Yeah, the Ecto Slime Saint for Game Pass holders and Sapphire Saint for PS Plus members.
Very, very cool. So awesome stuff there, and some perks for you guys that do have those plus versions of your console subscription services as well. We've been doing some narrative events that have kind of had some cosmetic things tied to them, as well as sort of breadcrumbing the players through what's going on in the world of Rogue Company, what's happening with the story. We kind of kicked this off with Trench and his visual rework, and Jared, you play a major part in these narrative events, so I'm going to let you walk us through this next one that we've got on the docket.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. So, if you remember, guys, in 2.6, we kind of dealt with Trench getting a little blown up and him coming back to a little more
Slightly. Today, I hate when I wake up and I get a little blown up that day. That's just a terrible way to start the day.
A little smidge explosion. It's definitely put our boy Trench into a pretty sour and dour mood, and that's in 2.8 we kind of like see the exposure of like that kind of tension as it permeates from him to all the other Rogue Company agents, and the level of trust, because this was caused by potentially a mole in the group, like as a whodunit, and everybody's kind of pointing fingers at everybody. So 2.8's narrative event kind of explores that and kind of pushes that narrative further. And with that, we also have the rewards that are lined up for it. If we have the graphic for those, as you can see, we have Excited Dallas Spray. He's kind of pogging over there. It's not listed here, but there's a title called Fugitive, because Trench is on the hunt for the baddie that blew him up. Then we have a no signal secondary weapon wrap.
That's pretty sweet
for your pistols out there. And capping it all off, we have a Aurora jetpack. So definitely a lot more 3D content coming in these narrative events, and look forward to see how you guys engage with it. And tell me what you think on as the story unfolds.
Very cool stuff there for the narrative event. Always fun to see how the story will continue to unfold. Thank you so much to Jared as well for doing that event for us and for helping weave this wonderful world of Rogue Company. We've got some updates coming to the Quick Play queue. Quick Play is a new kind of test experimental feature that we've been enjoying internally, and it seems like you guys have been enjoying it as well. We have lots and lots of game modes, lots and lots of ways to play Rogue Company that people have enjoyed, and Quick Play is a really healthy medium, we think, for getting these game modes into and out of rotation so that we can always keep how you're playing Rogue Company fresh and varied. So we're excited to kind of rotate out some more game modes into Quick Play, and you can expect 4 modes to be kind of rotating in and out as we move forward with that system. Another new addition to this update is contracts, weekly contracts, Jared. This is something that you've had, again, another major part in playing and getting these major objectives into players' hands, and some really cool rewards for those that can actually progress through and complete them.
Yeah, actually, it's we listen to the community a lot, and I'm always pursuing of trying to find more opportunities to engage the player and also reward them for their time that they put into it. So with weekly contracts, to kind of like sum it up pretty pretty succinctly, we are every Tuesday, much with our patch cycles. You're given 5 contracts that are pretty large in scope that you
Right.
have the week to complete. Each contract will grant you some reputation, so just kind of reintroducing a little more opportunities for players to gain more reputation to spend on all of our cosmetics and our premium supply drops. And then bonus wise, if you manage to complete all 5 at the end of the week before that next Tuesday rolls around, you will be rewarded with a one of our reward supply drops, but the ones that kind of drop out of the battle pass. So
Okay.
definitely something to work towards. Get that stuff in the week, and get your supply drops and reputation.
Good stuff. So big contracts dropping every Tuesday. If you can complete them all, you will get a reward supply drop. Very cool stuff. Thank you so much, Jared. So we actually have some changes coming to the Battlezone shop that I wanted to take a moment and go over with you. A couple of the goals here for this Battlezone shop was experimentation. Obviously, we have a lot of cool perks in the game at all these different rarity tiers. And Battlezone is often our test bed for where we want to kind of let the players go a little wild and see what you can come up with. So we have introduced all of the perks, or at least, a healthy amount of these perks, especially the ones that do have those increased rarity tiers, allowing the players to, invest all of their money potentially into some of these options, upgrading from the rare all the way to the legendary tier, and heavily invest themselves into search and play styles and kind of see where they go, see where you end up. Another thing that we've wanted to address are some complaints and frustrations around Battlezone of not getting armor or getting a bunch of guns that you're not necessarily comfortable with. So we've also introduced the ability to purchase a couple of primary weapons. You can swap out which primary you want to purchase with the mastery weapon swap menu, as you would in any normal game mode. And kind of, if you want, again, you can just get these. You can get armor, you can get weapons, you can chance getting it from the crate, or if you want, you can spend your money instead of spending it on perks. You can buy some weapons and be a little bit more deterministic with what you want your Battlezone play experience to be. So we're looking forward to your thoughts on how you feel about this new heavily customizable shop in Battlezone, and I'm excited to see some of the build styles that you put together. Moving on from Battlezone, we have a couple of we have a fun little Project Saint quality of life thing that we have done with Chalk. So part of Chalk's passive, Jared, is when he gets down, he gets the extra health and he gets the ability to roll. And before, if you were casting yourself resurrect or being resurrected by something like a Saint drone or a Dahlia res, you couldn't actually use that dodge roll portion of your passive. But with this change, we made sure that Chalk can still use his dodge roll ability while he is down, because after all, that is a big part of his passive, just having that supplemented, downed experiment and being a little bit more likely to get back up and into the action. Another fun thing coming for you all is the Prime Gaming drop for Flight Path Dahlia. This is something that will be, making its return for a limited time. Make sure if you've got an Amazon Prime account, you can link that to your Twitch account. Head to the Prime Rewards screen and search for Rogue Company to claim Flight Path Dahlia. Plenty of great rewards for some other games too, so take a look out and see if there's anything else that you're interested while you're there stopping by. Very cool thing for our Prime Gaming subscribers. Big balance thing coming in this update in particular is for the man Fixer himself. We've gone ahead with a pretty large rework. Well, I wouldn't quite call it a rework for his ability. His passive has been reworked, and if you can kind of see, the passive is now Full Metal Jacket. Your firearm damage ignores enemy armor, and we've added something to thermal vision. So when you activate thermal vision now, you will see these extremely bright white light heat indexes in the top kind of chest, shoulder, and head areas of your enemies. And what this is a bonus damage zone. So Fixer is all about that high precision gameplay and gunplay, and we want to reward you for that while your ability is active. Another reason that we've pursued this addition to Fixer's ability is that we felt his ability was unique in that it was overly reliant on his cluster smoke cooldown, or now cooldown, being available. Now, this wasn't so much a problem back in the day when every time you would respawn, you would get a fresh set of your gadgets, and you would almost always have the availability on your cluster smoke when your thermal vision was ready to activate. But now that we have moved to that gadget cooldown system, that is no longer the case, and it can create this kind of like disjointed or awkward experience with the thermal vision, where if you don't really have a smoke to pair with it, it doesn't feel like the ability is really doing much for you. So we wanted to add on this feature to be able to shoot for some bonus damage, to make sure that you are always getting something out of your thermal vision if you are playing precise in the way Fixer was meant to be played. So a really cool kind of identity for the character now is against those heavily armored targets, your trenches, your cannons, your anvils, you can use your firearms to not only circumvent their armor, but do some extra bonus damage to the head, shoulders, and chest area, that really bright white section. If you're able to be precise. Another kind of quality of life thing is the heat signatures around characters when you activated thermal vision was really bright, and it was obscuring your actual vision of the target. So obviously you've seen a decent amount in this clip. We've kind of turned down the heat signature around the character to make it really, really clear and really, really easy to see where the actual enemy character model is and what you need to hit. Very exciting things coming Fixer's way. This has been a ton of fun. There's a new hit marker sound. There's a new hit marker little icon there with that, big meteor kind of blast coming in, indicating when you have achieved bonus damage. So it's actually a really fun thing to play around, and I think everybody did a really good job making this ability feel fresh and give it a nice kind of coat of paint on it. Okay, that was a lot. One more thing to kind of touch on here, Jared, is that we've removed the canals map from the rotation, as it has been, it's starting to be worked on and reworked. So super exciting thing there to kind of mention. Just want to let you guys know where canals is. If you kind of notice that you're not getting it as much, it's been removed from that map rotation to get a facelift, which is always super fun. Alrighty. It's time. It's time for the big moment. Why is this update show called The Walking Dead Update? Jared, we have some amazing cosmetics coming from your folks over at The Walking Dead comic book, the creators of this wonderful IP that we are happy to bring to Rogue Company. Let's roll the tape and take a look at some of these.
It wasn't always like this. But looking back, it doesn't help us.
We have people we need to protect.
Lucille is gonna get to know this one really well.
Big, spooky, beautiful skins. I'm loving it. It's spooky season. We had some cool things coming into the shop, but nothing like this. This is the Dallas Rick, and each of these skins kind of has this cool black and white. We call it the classic theme as well. So you can get Dallas Rick or Dallas Classic Rick. Up next will be the Negan skin for Dima, and then of course this wonderful skin will also get its classic variant, has the baseball bat as well. These characters come with some really cool weapon skins, Jared.
Yeah, these are awesome. And then we have Michonne here as well. Then the shader tech has that nice comic book style that the Walking Dead is known for. Each of these will all be sold in a bundle with the character outfits and with a mythic tiered weapon skin for Dallas. It is his secondary weapon. For Dima, it is the baseball bat. So you got to make sure Negan has his trademark Lucille baseball bat. And Michonne, as you know, she loves her katana. So we have a nice comic book stylized katana for her. And again, all these are sold separately in their own bundles that you can buy directly. And accompanying those three, we also have the Walking Dead accessory bundle, complete with all kinds of emotes and 2D cosmetics like avatars, banners, borders. Believe there's a couple of other weapon wraps in there as well that you can apply that has that really cool black and white shader on it that you can slap onto any of those weapons. And all those bundles can also, for a much lower price, you can take a roll on the Walking Dead supply drop that will house all of those bundles for a lower price. And because if you just didn't want to buy them directly, you can buy them all through that supply drop.
Yeah, if you want them all, you're a huge Walking Dead and Rogue Company fan, and you want to grab all of these cosmetics, just go ahead and spin the supply drop until you get them all. That is the best way and the cheapest way to get all of these amazing cosmetics and accessories. If you have, just one or two that you're looking at, maybe you're a Lancer man, and you just want to go for Michonne and her katana, you can buy those just a la carte as a bundle. You don't have to worry about the Rick one or the Demon one if that's not your cup of tea, perhaps. Man, really good stuff. October is one hell of a month here for Rogue Company Cosmetics. We've got spooky stuff out the wazoo. We've got weekly contracts coming your way. We have got updates to the quick play queue. We've got a fixer rework, some chalk quality of life. Lots of good stuff coming for you Rogue Company players. Thank you all so much for watching. Jared, thank you so much for joining me and helping me walk through some of these amazing features coming in the Walking Dead update. I cannot wait to see you all out there. Let us know your thoughts on social media. And as always, thank you so much for playing, and I'll see you next time.